Morning, guys. Well, let us get back into Roguetech after a day off, checking out the MTG arena, which is fun. Enjoyed hanging out with Joe. All right, if I remember correctly. Wait, what? Didn't we take more damage than that? Okay, I think this makes sense at least. So we are on selling our junk and mech baying up our wounded ones. We've got 3 of 5 Jenner parts, 3 of 5 fire starter parts, 4 of 5 Griffin parts, 3 of 5 Clint parts, 3 of 5 Valkyrie parts. And a bunch of junk. Okay. So the question is, where are we going next? Get our travel time ready. Have a travel contract to this location. Lyran Commonwealth, Draconis Combine, Comstar, Free World League, Pirates. I don't remember what attack and defense resources do. %53% pirate activity there. It's 24 days. Abandoned. Need to look at this system, I think. Let's go have a look at that. Need some hints about navigation. Thank you. F1 toggle unvisited map systems. Tough to system difficulty map mode. Control F system search, exit, shift click, custom routes, searching. Doesn't really tell me a lot. Bummer. I want this shit explained again. It was explained in the first initial tooltip. I don't remember what it said, basically. Good morning, Gorby. You seem to have some experience with this mod. Do you have any sense of why I would travel to a different system? Why I would care? Besides refreshing the contracts, but like, how do I pick one? And what do those stupid circles mean again? Like, it's like war resources of some sort. But I don't know what resources, what that means. Attack and defense resources. Like, why do I care? Do I want to go to a place with high pirate activity? Good morning, Scott Deathridge. Somehow connected to possible loot. I don't want pirate activity 0. I want higher pirate activity. 24% pirate activity abandoned. I don't know what that means. Primitive civilization sounds like not what I want. Good morning, Jungle Bear. Research. $14 days away. Can't hover it. There it is. Pirate activity 1.4, 82% Lyran Commonwealth. I don't know if that's good or bad. Like, Lyran Commonwealth is who I'm building faction with, but A, their faction rewards seem like shit. But B, I'm not sure if that means that all the missions will be that, or that's who controls it, in which case, I don't know. Alright, that's 21 days away. Half Commonwealth, 30% pirates. Those numbers don't add up. A6og. Higher challenge rating. Where do I see that? Oh, I see it here. But I think everything in the world has the same challenge rating, right? I don't think that thing does anything. Yeah, it's all one challenge. These system summaries are not done. Active factions. All right. Black market, Comstar, Desert World, manufacturing, mining, moons. Rich, tainted atmosphere. I don't think I want primitive anything. Black market, Commissar presence, interleague civ, low gravity, moderate population, research, rocky world, 14 days away, going north. I don't know enough about how to pick this. That seems about the right amount of travel time. So we're going to Dromini. And it is big chunk north. Is it a red one? Yeah. Red one. Dromini. Okay. I have no idea why. Okay. Morning, Dehydrogenasa. Okay. So that's where we're going. It was 14 days travel. The color is a system owner. I think we want to... Oh, that's kind of bad news. Because I'm pretty certain we want to stay... Can we flip the system, though, by doing missions there? So I think we'd rather do... We'd rather do Draconis. Or Lyrian Commonwealth. Too bad. There was kind of a spot that looked decent from the rest of it. Let's check again. $52 fucking days. Man, tough to pick something when you don't know what you're picking on. Rich, recreation, research. Factions available. It's 18 days, a little further than I wanted. Has very low pirate activity. Federated Suns, Draconis Combine, and Comstar. I think those are... If those are the people who are active there, are that people giving missions or people targets you're against? Can remove the chatter if we want. It's an option. I don't know if we want to go somewhere with that type of options. Like this place, I don't understand what the resource stuff does. Attack and defense resources is irrelevant. All right, Zolly Kofin. See what that's like. If you have the wiki for that Zwide sign, I'd like that. I couldn't find it. It's all factions, both sides. What does that mean? All right, 18 days travel. $12 and $280. Where did my standard fusion core go? Right there. That's standard fusion engine.
Quitters never win.
Thanks for the gifted sub, Scott. We don't have a fusion core though. No, it's not just a fusion core, that's an engine core. Yeah, missions from all and against all on that planet. Okay. Alright, but I guess what I want to ask, what I keep trying to ask, is there doesn't seem like a very strong reason to... I mean, we can go to this planet. I was told that stick to areas with research, you get better tech stuff, which is interesting. And there'll be missions from the owners who we're already owned, or rather, we're already building faction with the Iron Commonwealth, so that makes some sense. But like, let's say I take like one... There's like other ones with like huge amounts of pirate presence, right? Like that is 37% pirate activity. What does that mean? More missions will be against pirates? Okay, but I got that part, Bello. But what do I do? Okay, but this is the number of systems I have to choose between. If we get the idea that we would roughly like to stay in the systems we have good faction standing with, which I've got that idea. That core concept is clear. What is my next criteria for choosing one of these? Yep, we're headed north. I heard that one too. All right, I think we're going there. But I don't actually know that I don't know if I'm making that as an informed decision or not. We need to buy some stuff and sell some stuff at the store. We don't have enough to pay our people. And we will have payment time. Is there anything else we wanted to buy here too? Nothing we can really afford. We do need an engine core, but we can't buy one. It's too expensive. Alright, so there's fuck all we can afford. We need to sell. What are we selling? We do not need medium 10 medium lasers. Might need 8. Picked up these mortars. Probably sell the other heavy rocket launcher 5, rocket launcher 15. Oh, I assumed that this was bigger. Are we rocking a heavy RL5? 12 times 5 for 60, and this is 6 times 15 for 90. 200 optimal. 180 optimal. Okay, so we probably let them tweak that a little bit. I picked up the Thumper artillery. Probably sell these. But we will need some more engine cores. FCS indirect. I'm pretty sure we have a better one, right? Yeah, we do. So we probably sell the regular indirect, the primitive. Don't need 14 jump jets. Picked up a patchwork materials. It's interesting. 100K for it, but it will shave off 0.2 tons. Don't need 4 of these. Do need 1 of those. Other double. Mortar ammo. Thumper ammo. This is mines? I don't want mines. I should sell this if we're not going to use it. It seems super cool, but it doesn't work. Couple replacements there. I'm uncertain about the artillery. Artillery sells for a lot. Might be nice to just make that sale. I'd like to spend some money redoing our mechs while we travel. Probably don't need 3 Death Blossom 15s. Definitely don't need this other regular 5. I want the fluid gun. I want the PPC, the ARs. The autocannon 20s are something that I want to build into when we can, but I'm not sure we can carry them anywhere. Question becomes, what if anything can we sell here? Can we sell the artillery piece? So mortar 4s, what do they do? Optimal 420, 4 damage, 440 damage rather. Capable of indirect fire, but not at a particularly good range. Immune to AMS. 5 tons each. We have 2. This is much further away. So this was how close? 420 to 690. Doesn't really feel like mortar range. It's an autocannon. Money is top right, currently obscured. Correct. We got about 1 million right now. Could move it around. Sure, so we're just about to move for a long period of time, though. We could also sell some of our mech stuff we're holding on to. Mortar smoke. Yeah, I can't decide if the mortars are something I want or not. I'm okay getting rid of them right now. I kind of want the artillery. Alright, I think that's going to do it for us. Well, it's still not enough. We have 750K we have to pay out in the middle of the transfer. And then we're going to... like, do we need the EC2 rotary? It's an interesting weapon. Shoots 3 times. That's a lot of autocannon damage for 12 tons. Sells for a lot though. I think we might have to come back for more of those some other time. Not sure if I even have the ammo for it. Didn't. Could scrap parts. I want to believe that the mechs are going to be worth something when we repair them though. Alright, 1.1 million. A little bit more out of here. I don't know which LRMs we're going to use. I'm going to try to use the PPC somewhere. I'm going to try to use the fluid gun. I'm going to try to build a 2 PPC mech, I think. We'll see. Plasma torches, spiked wrecking ball. I want a melee mech. SRMs and SRM4 streaks. Really tempted to get rid of the streak launcher. So what does it do again? +1 evasion pips ignored, which is nice. +1 accuracy, also nice. Only fire when all shots will hit. Advanced active guidance system. Yeah. Why sell mortars? Because I need to get shit out of my inventory and don't have a use for them right now. It was nice we picked up another endo steel. I want to use this. I want the indirect. I want the extra guardian. Heat sinks. So really it comes down to pretty much all of this shit I want. So it really comes down to some of these weapon systems. Do we get rid of the AC-20s? I'm holding on to them for a reason. Do we get rid of the LRMs? Holding on to them for a reason. Do we get rid of the streak SRMs? I'm not holding on to these for a reason. This is doing 40 damage. This is doing 60 damage. Okay, let's get rid of the streaks. I think we have streak ammo in here somewhere too. We don't. We just have SRM ammo. That's fine. And then, do we get rid of the SRM 6s? No. Get rid of some of these rocket. Well, maybe one SRM 6. And some rockets. Get rid of 2 of those. Kind of like the rockets. Get rid of 1 of those. Okay. 1.16. We'll try this. We may have to sell some of the other mech-based stuff. Travel time was like 11 days or something. Alright, we want to repair the Hunchback and the Commando. What does it take to repair all here? Not a lot. It's got endo steel on it, which I don't want repaired. And the rest of its stuff will get stripped when we, after we repair it, right? So there's actually no reason to do that. Cost us 90,000 in 5 days. Can't tell if this is worth or not. We're gonna find out. It cost us like a couple thousand for like 10K to put it together. So this is about 100,000 in terms of repair cost. If it doesn't sell for more than 100,000, it's a total waste of our fucking time. It takes a lot of mech bay time too, which is not free. Well, we'll confirm that. Okay. Only thing I want to look at for that is, am I repairing armor when I do this? 40-40. All the armor values are fine, so it doesn't actually repair armor during this. Okay. Confirm that. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. And I want the Hunchback repaired. 12 days. What was our travel time? About that. Okay. 280K.
Right. I'll get it.
All right. We're not broke yet, but we probably will be. So let's go ahead and get moving. Travel there, 18 days. God, is there a way we can go a little closer in 18? Like 12? It still has decent tech in the rest of it. Wish I could sort by distance. This is 12. Rich travel. What does Travel Hub do? Makes travel routes. Many travel routes come together, making a nexus for trade and information. Doesn't really tell me anything. Breakdown of the system. Pretty low pirate activity. Lots of Lyran Commonwealth. Not sure if that's good or not. 26. I like that it's 12 days away. No downtime for missions seems important. We don't really have the money to do many more revamps than we're already doing. It's also 12 days away. I think we're going here. Okay. I don't want the contract. Actually, let's take a look at the contract. Contract was this one. Actually, the contract is fine.
By your command.
All right. And off we go. Although, did not just manage that task. These are still being worked on. Okay. So we're gonna have, in 1 minute, we're gonna have a one of our bays be unlocked. Okay. 4 days till we're there. 3 days till our Argo upgrade. Financial report in 2 days. Did I take the contract? I did accept the contract. Yep. All right. So, do we have mech bay timings that we'd like to mess around with? Our commando is supposedly done. Send the mech to storage. And we can sell from here somewhere, right? I don't know if we can sell or scrap. I think we sell when we get to the world. Where is the mech? It's not actually in storage, is it? Just kidding. Mech is gone. Fuck. Top left, it's there. Alright, if we scrap it, we get 193. Which means we barely made a profit off that. Okay, well, we'll see. We'll see what it sells for when we actually get in the system. Alright. And so these guys have armor weights that we can add to. Oh, we lost a hand. I don't know what we can do about a broken hand. Can't repair it. I have to loot a hand somewhere? I don't think I've ever seen a hand as loot. This guy just has a little bit of tonnage we can mess with. as a Panther. Kind of want to refit the... I'm considering making the other Hunchback into a double extended range PPC. Which means I wouldn't want to fuss around with this too much more. This is already fairly heavily armored in the front. The only thing left to do is really armor the arm. Which might be okay. Yeah, that seems fine. You can't get these as loot, then how do I replace it?
Log and note. Shouldn't be too hard.
Alright. So this is our line holder. The line holder, one of the things we wanted to do was strip the RL5 and make that an RL15. Is that even way more? Yeah, always twice as much, but still not a big deal. Okay, we'd like to make this heavier. We got the heatsink on. I think we were supposed to be putting more medium pulse on it, right? Wanted to armor it up a bit more as well. Do we have... We have no double heat sinks right now. It's a little bit of a bummer. But we wanted to armor up this, the arm. Well, right now I can fit another medium in. Mediums are 2 tons if I put another medium pulse on here. What was the heat efficiency like? Alpha is 66, heat sinking, or Alpha 67, heat sinking 66, but the Alpha probably includes the rockets. So what does a medium pulse cost in terms of heat? I think it's like 15. So that's 30. 30 up the medium pulses. The MRMs are another 30, so that's about 60. We might be able to run another medium pulse, especially with how often the MRMs jam. Although if we do use jump jets for mobility sometimes, that will fuck it up a bit. But we could throw on another... We could also do a non-pulse. We got laser slots here and there. So that fits the 55 tons, 2 days. A little bit heavier of a loadout. Keeps 3 pulses on there, which is nice. Alternatively, we can, instead of making this a medium pulse, we can make this a medium laser and stack up some heat sinks. Or not heat sinks, armor. What does the rest of this armor flesh out to be if we wanted to? So we can max our frontal armor with that. It's not even max, we're still missing leg armor. It's not even that expensive, it just takes time. We have time as we transit. So how do these work? These are 9 heat as opposed to 15. With 4 shots, is it actually better to go the other way? I do kind of want to make room for the other ones eventually. Get our 4th medium on. Wait, this thing has 5 laser slots? Why won't that go? We could end up with that. Although he starts to get a bit absurd with 5 medium lasers on here. 9.5s are 45. And this puts out 30. And it gives us some options of what we're using for alphas. Does go up in damage. So we were using 2 medium pulses only. And this brings us up to 5 lasers. So 2 medium pulses are doing 66. These are doing 20 a pop, so we're up to 100. Our heat's gone from 15, what was it, 15 twice for 30 to 9 5 times for 45. So we've actually basically upped it by 50% damage and 50% heat. I kind of want to leave a ton on this thing for another heat sink would be really nice. If we could get one more double heat sink in, shunt the endo steels to the arm, drop one more double heat sink in, that would let us run these weapons at a bit more reasonable amount. But I'm not sure where we're going to get a ton from right now. We could leave one of the medium lasers off. Pulses are great. I love pulses, but I think I don't know. I'm trying to get the pulses on the hunchback eventually. I think. And I kind of wanted to make this into an SRM missile. I mean, that's the other thing we could look at. This is one potential refit. This is the nice part about having all this travel time, right? Is we get to do serious refitting. So this is okay. We could end up with 5 pulses or 5 mediums and the rocket launcher and the RL-15. Hunchback laser boats have only been okay for me right now. But let's say we revert all this shit. Excuse me? Revert changes just strips my mech, including my engine core? No thanks. What if we instead looked at trying to get the other SRM on? Because we do have the missile accuracy on this one. So if we put on our SRM 6s, which do the same damage as the rocket, not quite, but they do the same damage as the rocket we have fitted, but they do it every round. The weight on that is 3 tons. And we got to give it some ammo as well. So this fires 6 shots per round. This gives us 250 shots. This gives us 100. Do these have a jam chance? Nope. Requires an Artemis 4 TTS. We have an Artemis 2. So we would be unable to use that. Do we have an Artemis 4? I don't think we do. So basically we cannot use that missile right now. Right? If we put that on, it would be like, no! Yeah, okay. That's exactly what it's doing. This is a 2 ton of ammo, and this is 1 ton of ammo. I think 1 ton of ammo is enough for this. We're getting, this fires launches of 30, and we have, how much is there in these? 120. So we have 240 over 30, which is 8 shots. And 100 over 6 is more than 8. So we'll run out of... Okay, so one single pack of SRMs is plenty. I don't know where the fuck we want to put it. On the other arm, maybe. Yeah, it immediately puts us overweight to do that. How's the heat on the SRMs? 14. It's quite a lot, actually. Well, it's not that much. It's only the amount of a single medium pulse. Speaking of medium pulses, we can either drop the medium pulses entirely or throw on some other stuff. We could also get one of these in the legs if we wanted to move the jump jet around. Alright, so we can continue increasing the armor. I'd really like to increase this armor, since the missions are getting nastier and getting one shot on my weapon system sucks. So we might just have to downgrade these from pulses to if we go up to 57 in tons, we can get the downgrade. I don't know if I want that all the way up. Maybe leave that at 80. Alright, if we downgrade both medium pulses to just medium lasers. That will give us increased frontal armor everywhere. Not great on the back armor, but still okay. Gets us another SRM. Basically going from a one-shot thing with the rocket to a recurring rocket chance, which is nice. Takes advantage of our Artemis 2. Does add some extra ammo on board. Frees up the medium pulses for the Hunchback. I think this probably is where we want to go with this. Keeps the C3 Master and the Guardian ECM. So we're still running our ECM as we wander into battle with this. I don't love the SRM ammo on the arm. Alright. I think this is where we're going. So how did the damage work out? The other one we could run the rocket launcher in 5 mediums. So our alpha was fucking nuts on the other one. This does give up a little bit of alpha comparatively, right? Since we're not running, we dropped 3 medium lasers comparatively, which is 60 damage. This is doing the same damage as the RL5, but it does it every round. I mean, I guess actually 3 medium lasers versus the SRM is basically a wash. How's the heat? The heat's a lot better on this one too, right? So we were running medium pulses are 15 at 5 we were running. No, we were running 5 medium lasers. So 5 medium lasers at 9 were 45, plus this were 75. We're at the moment running 2 medium lasers for 18, plus 30 is 48, plus another 14 here is 62. And what did I say? The other one is 75. So this is more heat efficient, gets more accuracy bonuses, frees up medium pulses for the other ones. I like it. I think this is an overall upgrade. Question is, are we happy with the ammo locations? I guess we're okay with the ammo locations. I wish I could get another laser on the arm for the accuracy bonus, but I can't. So I think we're okay. Ammo on the arm is quite scary because the ammo explosion jumps to the side torso. I think I should drop it in a leg instead. I didn't want to double load legs with ammo. We could put it in that. Might take another day of retooling to move one of the jump jets. We'd have to move the jump jet to a torso, which is fine. We could do something like this if we're worried about the SRM ammo on the arm. Jump jet to the center torso. Yeah, that's better. Sure. Alright. Let's do that. 6 days. All right, just check, just quickly. I can scrap mech bodies from space when I'm not in a system, correct? Also, good morning, Galvia. All right, let's confirm that.
On it. I'll let you know when that's done.
All right. So, Hunchback, Lionholder, Panther, all going through some work. Looks good. Well, let's continue moving. I'm not going to have enough for an Argo upgrade, I don't think. Unless it's a very cheap one we can get. We'll see. All right. Financial report.
Got a new financial report for you, Commander.
Excellent. Mm-hmm. Continue moving 1 day to the Argo upgrade.
Hey boss, we've just completed those upgrades.
Okay. All right. So we do have another upgrade we'd like to start. We may not be able to fund it for a while though. Wonder if there are cheap funding things we can do. Getting a third mech bay would be nice. I think the third mech bay is blocked until improved power conduit structural reinforcement, which are up here. This is structural reinforcement, and this is power conduit. No, it's storage space. Where's the power conduit? Here. We need some upfront cash to do that. I don't think we can easily pick up 360k right now, but this would be a nice one, a 30-day build. So it becomes fairly cheap overall. I need dirt cheap upgrades. Gymnasium. No, there's nothing fucking dirt cheap anymore. Okay, so our options basically are scrap a ton of stuff. I haven't seen any evidence, by the way, chat, that we're making money off selling finished mech bodies. And if we're not making money off finished mech bodies, we should be dumping them. Especially the little baby mechs that I never want to use, like the 30, 20 ton, 25 ton, 30 ton mechs. I mean, we're 1 day to travel. I guess we can hold on for a fucking day. Wait, we're 1 day to travel? Why aren't we done with the mechs we want then? Shit. Mismanaged that timing slightly. So we're 4 days away from that. Shouldn't have built the commando, I guess. All right, well, let's see what we sell. Let's see what the finished mech sells for in system. Does cost money to store mechs. Not yet. All right, we've arrived in system. Let's take a look at the store. They have archer parts, 2 archer parts, an assassin. I don't know what an assassin is. A 40-ton mech that apparently is more expensive than archer parts. Kind of crazy. Got a binary laser. Damage 75. It's a 9-ton gun. Chainsaw, whatever the cultivator is. Melee weapon. Okay. Heavy PPCs. Bonuses, ER laser. Extended range lasers have increased range. Oh, it's ER small laser we're reading, even though I'm hovering heavy PPC. Let's look at the heavy PPC. 80 damage. And 2 jammer. Weapon heat and damage and stability falls off to 60% of starting value at long range. That's too bad. That means if you're outside of 360 meters, this is doing only 60% of 80, which is about what we're getting out of a basic extended range PPC anyways. Which I think makes it not worth anything. Yeah, it's doing 48 damage, right? So this is a close range PPC. It's an LBX. Large bore extended autocannons have increased range, reduced weight, and can fire cluster and slug ammo. Okay, a bunch of missiles in here. Prototype active camouflage. Provides stealth. Takes 6 slots. Fucks your own visibility. Makes your weapons generate more heat by a lot. Requires an ECM system to be installed. Oh, you have to have stealth armor installed, supposedly. Doesn't say that in the other thing. I don't know. I'd like to get one of these. All right. So not too much there that we care about, but that's fine. Let's take a look if we try to sell our commando cells for 193. So yeah, so we're almost getting no extra value out of the commando for repairing it, chat. So we spent 10K putting the parts together. What do the actual individual parts sell for?
Nice to see you down
And we spent 100K putting it together total. So it's whatever the difference of the parts plus the 100K plus that is. So if we sell commando parts, they sell for 44K each, and there's 5 of them. So we lost value putting the mech together. Wow. I got trolled so hard by those of you telling me to build mechs, put mechs together to sell them. That's massive negative value. So 5 of these together, it's 250K, right? And I don't have to spend any mech bay time or any money putting them together. So, all right. So the commando I did put together could have been sold for 250K, which would have been just the profit I would have made from selling it. Now, I guess I get parts back by stripping it is the difference. Although I'm not sure I can tell which parts I will get back ahead of time before putting it together. Maybe it's worth it if I have good rep. I have decent rep here. Yep, it cost me money to hold in my storage component too. No, this is a system that we have decent rep in. We're already at the second tier of it. Selling for 14% price increase instead. All right, so I could have sold it for 250K if I just sold it from the start. Instead, I spent 100K putting it back together and only get 193 back from that. So I'm getting 93K instead of 250K out of this. Jesus. That's so bad. Let's just check a different commando part in case that one particular commando part was extremely valuable or something. This is 39K. This one is 44K. So there's a little bit of variance there. Let's check another 25-ton mech if we have one. Don't have another 25-ton mech. Oh, there's another commando part. This is... Oh, that's the full commando. There's no way its weapons were... I mean, we... Actually, I don't know about that. We picked off the... I guess, to be fair, we did pick up a... I believe we picked up a second endo steel off that. So maybe it's the components that you make the difference off of it. Yeah, we have 2 endo steels. No, okay, fine. So maybe there's some value in putting them back together. It's just, unless you know what you're getting. I don't even know if you can see that, though. The fittings of that. Did I get an engine off this? I think the engine required repair and we just didn't have it. But maybe that's our standard fusion engine that we picked up off of it. I thought I was holding on to one. I was holding on to one. So I don't think we picked up an engine off of it. Alright, but we want to sell the commando because I need money. And we only built it to sell it, so that's fine. Okay. That gives us enough funds to start on the engineering component of the Argo. We want to grab the... Does not give us enough funds to start on the engineering component of the Argo. Do we want to get mech timing? 180 for this for 10 days. It's kind of expensive overall. 3 morale and tech points, 2 morale and tech points for 225 for 15 days. That's a little tempting. 2 morale, no tech points, 2 morale, tech points, 225. We could do one of these. These are a bit expensive is the only issue for the amount of time we spend on them. I would like to get the third mech bay online. How do I get the third mech bay's efficiency modifier up? The hydroponic gardens lowers your upkeep cost, does it? Doesn't say it lowers my upkeep costs. Is that a base game thing? Might not be a mod thing. Average cost minus 3,000. Oh, I see. Yeah, but it doesn't do anything. So think about it this way. The cost to pay this back is, all right, let's just quickly do the math. So it cost me $450,000 and it pays me back 3,000. So it needs to be up there for 150 months to break even on that. 150 months. So I think that's probably, I will never build that ever. If it had other nice benefits maybe, but it doesn't. A low G pool for the beta pod. No. What do we need for the bar? We need improved power conduits for the bar. Okay. I have to plan ahead. That's right. If we're playing this game like next year, that'll finally pay off. All right. What else could we sell? We could sell more components if we think we're getting ripped off by components. I do feel like a little bit ripped off by components. We have a mission here, but we can't do it for 4 days because we're messing with the line holder. So we probably should just run time forward 4 days if we're unwilling to do this. Refit harness is cheap. It's 1 tech point, but that's not very exciting. If we're gonna do this type of thing, we probably should invest in mech pilots. I haven't looked at the mech pilots available in this system yet. Maybe we'll do that real quick. This guy comes with 1 billion. His name is Megaflop, but he's renamable. Are these things I want together? Actually, they are. This is another melee build, right? What are his bonuses? Another leader. He starts like 2. I mean, this is a lot of starting experience though to get to 3, 5, 6, 5. Which one is guts again? I mean, this is a very easy melee build, right? You just finish out the juggernaut portion. This is pretty good, actually. What do the other guys do? I kind of wanted to only pick up people who had tech cost, though. Since I'm not short on actual pilots at the moment.
Standing by.
Merchant, dependable. I don't know if merchant also increases what I sell at, or if it only increases, it only says it discounts what I'm buying. But it'd be nice if it also increased what I sold at. This guy's alright. But the ones I want are the mech warriors who have tech points, since it still is our limiting factor. This guy's a decent pilot. We should consider getting him if we want later. Alright, so to get our ship upgrading, we will have to sell component parts because we need 350k for this, 360k. So to do that, we will have to scrap.
Hey, Commander. Be with you
All
in a
right.
second.
I think we're going to scrap commando parts because I'm tired of having them. I'm annoyed that we built the commando and it was so fucking garbage. Okay. Okay, there's 2 commando parts there. What the hell is this mech? Copperheads, urban mechs, stingers. Stingers were fucking garbage. Okay, that gives us enough to do what we wanted to do. So let's do that. Start on the. We have to get 2. We have to get 2 pieces to. See, I don't know. This is nice because it's slow, which means we get a lot of time in between when we have to pay for it again. But it doesn't give us any immediate benefits. We could take an immediate benefit one that gives us more tech points immediately. There's a couple that do that. There's also morale bonuses. But I do like the idea of getting our 3rd mech online. Maybe we come back for everything else afterwards. So we'll have to get this upgrade, which does nothing. This gives us tech point. We have to get this one first, right? Because we needed both for the mech bay. The mech bay was improved power conduit, structural reinforcement. Structural reinforcements here. Improved power systems is a tech point. We'll take that first. Okay.
Sure thing. It'll take a bit,
All right.
but we'll get it done.
4 days before we can launch a mission, so we'll wait, or 3 days. Okay, we're ready to take a mission. We have our mission. We'll do it in a second. Well, I guess I could launch it, then I'll grab more coffee. All right, so command center. Wow, it's all Comstar here. I didn't think Comstar owned this place. It doesn't. This place is not owned by Comstar. Why is every mission a Comstar mission? This place is owned by what's its face? This place is owned by fucking these dudes. The Lyran Commonwealth. I feel like we were debated here a little bit. I mean, we can still run missions for Comstar. I'm fine with that. It's just I was expecting a more of a mix of missions here.
Make yourself comfortable.
Okay. All right. What are we bringing? Who are we bringing is probably a better question. This is a 1.5 star in desert, so the biome's gonna make heat nastier. Oh, we probably have experience before we do this. Hold on. Our guys have been traveling for like 10 days. So, and they're still leveling.
Confirm.
All right, we're waiting here. We would like to run him again. I want to get sensor lock for them. I'd like to make some indirect missiles. So who's likely to use our missile boat? It's like, how do I see the okay, this is the stacked bonuses, right? Minimum range. I want coffee. Fucking chatter.
Orders. Receiving you.
It is Guts that gets us up to Berserker. That new pilot looks good if we want one who does that. I mean, Coldfire's doing the same thing though, right? Building Guts right now. For that same reason. One day we're gonna get a fucking melee mech. Alright, saving.
How's it going?
Saving.
Standing by.
Saving.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Saving.
Orders.
This guy has experience to be moved around in. We have no one who's ace pilot plus tactics. I think multi-target's pretty valuable on guys who are supposed to. This guy's bookish. Multi-shot seems pretty valuable on these guys. Ace pilot okay too, but indirect fire penalty, minimum range penalties. These are missile bonuses, really. So I think this I can just take accuracy here is fine.
Mech warrior training complete.
And Death Crusade is waiting.
Standing by.
Duskraker is waiting.
Yeah.
Alright, so the idea of assigning experience was clearly overhyped.
Receiving you.
What do you
Since we have one guy. Alright, that's fine. That's good. That's good.
Commander.
Alright, Dustraker in here. Test 9 and or Death Crusade here. So kind of been enjoying. So the extra tactics will give us the ability to get better accuracy on that. We could bring our other guy. Where's our high? We have an 8 tactics guy, right? Deadeye here. Who has sensor lock, which is kind of nice. And then 2 ace pilots in there. Bunch of guys on 6 accuracy. No one better than 6 accuracy, unfortunately. I like ace pilot in the front there. And I like stability. Which one generates stability, chat? It's piloting. Got a bunch of 6-5 pilots, so it doesn't really tell me anything. What does guts do? Does one of them give heat? One day I'll memorize these. At what level do we get less heat out of guts? It's not at 4, right? No, 4 guts is just injury and melee resist. Okay, where is stability damage? Not stability damage. I just want, yeah, +1 unsteady threshold is piloting. Is it piloting 5 or is it piloting 4? Piloting 4 still has the threshold. Is it piloting 3? No. So piloting 4 is the threshold cutoff. And what level of guts do we need before we get the heat threat? 10 heat threshold, I think, is guts 5. Do we have a guts 4? Does not have it. Do we have a guts 5? We don't have a guts 5. We have a guts 6. So somewhere between 5 and 6, we get the heat threshold on that. Okay. It's 5.
Always
Yeah.
good to see you in ops, Commander.
I think I can mouse over the individual pip to get the information about it too. But we're running the stuff. So we wanted piloting 5, which everybody has for stability, so it doesn't matter at all. Guts 4 didn't do anything. We don't have any high pilots and high guts, so that's irrelevant. So it doesn't matter at all for these. Let's just run Bud. And Arbiter. Run Death Crusade here. Seems fine. Okay, this is double ace pilots. I'm not super excited about ace pilot frontline, but it's okay. I don't mind the hunchback not having ace pilot. I kind of like the hunchback having the tactician, but this is all right. And then we want to run Dustraker for this, and we want to run probably Pathfinder for this. Decent accuracy, decent tactics. Okay.
A renewal. Welcome back.
Also our most, no, we want one on the 5s. Test is not needed here because we're running Death Crusade, so it's probably actually this guy. Yeah, it's fine. We're not getting sensor lock. Thank you, fallacies. Do we want to run sensor lock? That would be Deadeye. Only 4 accuracy. I think this is fine. All right, let's launch. Check out our new missile boat. And I'm gonna grab. Why won't it let me deploy, dude? Game. I don't want to find these people again. Why can I not launch chat? I mean, it has an issue. It doesn't say it can't launch, right? Enough money for drop costs is probably the best suggestion I've heard yet. What was the cost to drop?
Greetings, Commander. Come on in.
Doesn't give me a number there. Doesn't it come out of what your mission stuff is? I mean, we could try to get up to like 50K for this then.
Welcome to the grease pit, Commander.
It's contract in system, yes. Shows next to tonnage. Let's see if that was an issue before we make that decision then. Shows next to tonnage. Drop cost 47.5K. Good fucking call, chat. Well played. All right.
Nice to see you down here in the hole.
That thing. A trooper. Fuck the trooper. Okay. Is that another trooper part? Another stinger part. Get out of here. Okay. Alright, it was Dust. Death Crusade. Dustraker. Bud. And Aria. Okay. Still no launch. Okay. Got the cash now. I think I'm a little concerned this might be the problem. One or more issues with this configuration. Missing ammo, damaged internal structure, having unutilized. Doesn't feel like that's relevant though. Like that, those things are not it lets you launch with, doesn't let you launch with damaged internal structure. Does let you launch with unutilized tonnage though. I don't think the hand is a zero strip, but we'll find out.
Hey, Commander. Be with you in a second.
Also, how do I ever replace this then? It does say 0 days. It just replaces it. Did it just replace it? Just clicking on it? Excuse me? Was our other hand like super bonus or something? This hand is +1 melee, actually 10% melee damage. We replaced this hand. Cost me 0, does the same shit. Why didn't that auto repair them when it fucking did this? 0 days. 0 cost.
I'll get it in the schedule.
Done.
Hey, Commander. Pull up a chair.
Pull up a chair. All right, one more round. Oh, these like half those people are where they wanted to be anyways, but you gonna let me deploy now? All right, back in a minute, guys. Gonna grab coffee.
Command interface initiated.
Command interface initiated. It's the area where the Merc units were spotted. Good hunting.
Time to get paid.
First mission of the day, yes sir.
Let's do this.
All right, scout mech. The enemies are over there, over this hill. Well, guess who brought jump jets?
Going full throttle. Receiving you.
All right, I don't know quite what I'm going to do about the PPC range. Maybe go up that side. This is desert biome, so presumably we're going to get just wrecked on heat.
Engaging jump jet.
Yeah. Are we within, we're very close to adding a hunchback. We got 11 days of travel time, traveling systems, where we were just working on getting the hunchback that we put back together in a position where we could do something with it. I can get all the way up to there, although I might get shot. I have not had any motivation to put the 3-ton PPC on anybody. Maybe it could be on the hunchback instead of one of the lasers, but it's seems unlikely. I think we're just going to try to get the existing. I think we're going to build the other hunchback as a long-range PPC boat, but we'll see. This one here, I'm going to eventually try to replace all the medium lasers with pulse lasers is the rough goal eventually.
Lifts it on.
All right, where's the dust raker?
For orders.
Okay, this is our scout mech. Can move up there. Can we sprint up there? We can sprint. There's a road up there. I don't want to be over the ridge because I don't want LOS. Could get on the road with a jump for mobility next turn.
I got a sensor tray.
Awkward. There's a guy at the top of the hill who's just chilling. Okay.
Receiving you. Yes, boss.
Alright, I want to get the PPC range of that thing. I don't think we can. Cannot. We have to get closer here, unfortunately.
Jumping.
This is an awkward hill for sure. Would love to artillery barrage this. This is 8 mechs. All in range, no support craft, no support units for us right now,
Ready for orders.
which is a bit scary.
Jumping.
Yeah, I think a close range, smaller PPC could be useful.
Waiting for orders.
Alright, we can actually get in range of shit here. We are going to have high ground this way.
Fire assumption.
Not that concerned by indirect LRM spam. So if they just want to, if they all their mechs are fitted with that, maybe that's okay. That's not an LRM, it's something else. Oh great, acid for the debuff. It's unfortunate. We gotta be careful not to be worn down with 8 of them and no friendly mechs on this. They may overheat themselves in this biome too. The AI seems pretty aggressive about using heat. And then we had that great punishing module that didn't work. Still annoyed about that 3 days later, 4 days later. In the future, there's only war in LRMs. There's only war, and the only way to wage war is via the long-range missile. Ouch. Artillery, I guess?
Losing armor.
It's a big hit, whatever the fuck that last one was.
Goods to go.
Okay, did that guy back up? Oh my god. Sure did.
Delay. Okay. Let's see what happens. Orders.
I would like to tag barrage here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. On a site like that, that's okay.
I cut. I'm taking heavy hits, Commander.
Okay.
Orders.
Alright, there's no reason this guy for doing anything right here. It's totally useless. We need them to come closer, so we need to reserve down.
Waiting for the right move.
AMS fixes LRM spam. We may have to do something about that then at some point. Okay, I would like to get in range of missile barrage, but I don't think there's any way we could do that this turn. So let's let them do their moves. Okay. That guy's someone we could potentially shit on. Don't like him being unsettled. If he gets shot at too many more times, he can lose his defensive bonus. Acid times 8.
Showing minor damage.
Okay. That weapon is really strong.
I can't take much more of this.
We gotta kill whatever the fuck that is.
Receiving you.
Not sure if I can realistically take a position where I can be shot by 2 or 3 of them. Maybe there, where only 2 of them can see me directly, we can start shooting down into the stinger. We are acid boned right now and will be presumably for the rest of the mission.
Yes, command.
Is that one in our... That one is double sensor locked. So presumably we can do something with that. Alright, let's start shooting here. Should have massive elevation bonuses.
Location confirmed.
I don't know if we'll have visual or not. That's a pretty good shot. Urban Mech or the Stinger. Let's go for the Stinger here.
Here you go.
Okay.
Commander.
Alright, we need to kill that thing eventually. I don't think I can get in range this allied. Can get in range. I think I would like to just execute this thing to begin with, though. So I can get up there with a sprint, right? No.
Mech destroyed.
Okay.
Yes, commander.
Okay, we can get a shot on that thing. And hidden from everything else. That seems pretty valuable to us.
Switching off. Taking the shot.
Okay. Alright. So we've done our work here. I'm pretty sure we can UAV ping first and then back out. We got to be really careful at 9... we're not structure damage yet, but we are 9 armor damage there.
Sensors locked on.
Wait! That's not what I wanted to do at all. Fuck! I mistook that for sensor lock. What I thought I was doing there. There's no way I want this mech. That's... that might just be an instant restart on the fucking mission. There's no way I want this mech standing in the trees with no evasion pips. With his fucking center torso facing there. I was thinking that was the one that didn't end turn. That's the one that did end turn. Feels bad. We have really bad initiative this round too because we delayed so much last round.
Quitters never win.
Jamor lol. Thanks for the 4 months.
Doing it, boy.
Okay, shot somebody else though. Getting pretty beat up over here. Alright.
Yeah.
This is the guy we shot last round? No? Or it's somebody? Pretty shit shot, honestly.
Consider it done.
Should have had more AoEs for this.
Ready for orders.
Alright, I want to kill whatever the fuck this thing is.
Have returned.
Tragic booty for the 14
Morning,
months.
Squire.
We can get LOS. No? Yes. There. So it's this little shit that's doing all the damage to us. Yeah, it's got an arrow 4. We need to disable that. Goodbye.
Tango down. Waiting for order.
Alright, got another shot there.
Firing.
And we need to move for evasion. I think there's okay.
Moving out. Commander.
Alright, PPC again. Could shoot that same mech we just shot at. I don't want to get in range of so many. That spot's probably where I want the hunchback going this turn. So presumably there.
Firing at full power.
Alright, I'm glad I get to move this guy. This guy was concerningly. And there's not any particular way we can protect him. Yeah, I can jump him in. Yeah, it's not really where we want to be. How do we move this guy in a way that matters? Might literally not have any ways that matter right now. See, I like the sensors being on there, like maybe locking that urban mech down. Maybe we can hide. That seems to be okay there. No LOS for anybody. Okay. Just right below the lip of the hill seems good.
Ready for order.
Okay, we can get in there for a shot. Still not getting perfect LOS on what we want. I don't know what target we want next. We might overheat on this barrage too.
Commander.
So who else is there right now?
Here.
Alright, MRM is jammed unfortunately, so our next alpha strike's a little bit sad. Might want to take this round to just get hit on Bud. Like walk to there and fortify.
Confirmed. What's up, Commander?
Kind of want to reserve down here as well. Maybe not. Maybe this is the dump the vent the heat so we can go a little bit ham next 2 rounds. We'll see.
Standing by.
Gonna be a lot of enemy turns in a row here. And my heavier mechs are not well, one of my heavy mechs is exposed. Still picking on the hunchback and the line holder, both of which were fortified this turn. It's okay. Guess I should have moved the hunchback for evasion pips. All right, so this round we get plus accuracy. We did hold on to heat. I don't think there's any point in this guy doing anything, so let's just hang on. Actually, there's a point in him doing something, and that is keeping LOS blocked, but keeping his initiative high for next round, because next round he gets to UAV ping. I don't want to block my own movement here. Okay.
Run, don't shoot. Got it.
All right, other pilots. We've got a PPC shot if we want it. Is currently obstructed, 56%. Then walk away seems okay. Got the hidden, it's nice.
Position confirmed.
All right, taking some heat. We could reserve down here. Could shoot then move. What are our shots right now? Pretty bad. Have our MRMs up, which is nice. Blackjack's a 50-ton mech. This isn't actually that terrible. Might get a kill, then move. It's that or move forward, then shoot. Actually, our movement looks pretty bad. So we're not going to get a better shot. We have to actually jump down into the valley if we want to do that. I think I'd rather try killing the urban mech. It's a little disappointing. No fortified locations there, so I guess we're just going to move.
Acknowledged.
Alright, let's hope the Hunchback can get another kill coming up here.
Damage minimal. Good to go.
Alright, we have LOS on the urban mech that we already beat up a little bit. Alternatively, you can get a flank on the truck. I think I'm here.
Moving to position. Inflicted some heavy damage.
Stupid thing's still alive though. Sounded nasty. It's our next target. Oh, this thing's riding up the hill now. Be a little careful about that. Okay, so we have our UAV ping. If we want to get that in range, we can ping. That will hit actually 3 targets, which is going to be good. Let's move to a more secure position, like in here or there maybe. Three sensor lock targets is good for the drone.
Commander.
All right, PPC shot is currently blocked. We're pretty high on heat too. I think this might be a move and fortify. Too many targets can see that. Try to dump some of the heat.
Heading out.
The other guys will get shots here. Starting with our missiles. So this is the Blackjack, and that's the Urban Mech. We just got a sensor lock on the Blackjack. Targets are not... Oh, hold on. I don't want to move yet. Or rather, I don't know if I want to move there. It gives us better accuracy, but less defense. They're all going to go. We could walk down this way. That looks like a pretty promising frontal shot on him. Also a side shot on the light tank. Does the Urban Mech have anything left on it? Fucking still has its Mortar 8 airburst. Rolled 14 on initiative. I'm thinking the Hunchback can probably kill the Urban Mech. So I kind of want to get started damage on the Blackjack. The Blackjack is LRM 10, light gas, ER small laser. Okay. So I think I want to start damage on this guy. Let's just get behind him and fucking kill him. I wonder if we could do that. Jump doesn't actually give us almost any, no, it's not jump. Get side shots on him, but not rear shots. Might just be better to move. Okay. Alright.
Yeah? What can I do you for?
Can't see this guy, really? It's annoying. Have to move one more thing to see him. This is a pretty shitty move. Could actually get down there. So the downside of such a small move is we get almost no evasion pips. We're not going to have any fortification. This guy doesn't have shit for evasion pips either, though, so it's not like we're going to be hard targets this round. This might be okay. I don't think we need that much more to kill this thing. It's got a fair chunk of health left. Maybe we do. Especially we're going to be shooting it apparently from the front. Alright.
Move order received.
98%ers. Yes, please.
Tango down.
Okay.
Minimal damage on that hit.
This is the Blackjack. Okay. All right. PPC shot this round. Can get frontal damage on the Blackjack, which is fine. We're probably planning on killing that. This is maximum move duration. We are in range of a couple other things, the Stinger and the other ones, but I'm all right with that. Alternatively, we could try to get some shots in on the background ranks. Which arm is this? This is left arm, so we want to face center like that. That's pretty good. All right, we'll move to there, take the elevated shot. We'll take a look at our hit percentages. 79 there. Frontal damage is relevant, but we probably kill it without it. Frontal damage there is not very relevant. I don't know what I'm actually even shooting there. I'm shooting a Stinger from the side. All right. What was my percentage there? 69% is pretty good, though. I don't think I need the PPC damage on the Blackjack. So So I'm happy to just fucking shoot that guy from a billion miles away.
Orders?
Alright. We're gonna walk in and kill this guy. Presumably from the front. We are ace pilot too, so we can shoot then move.
Commander?
We can't see him. To shoot then move. What does our other pilot see? This is not what I care about. Oh, we have the tag barrage up.
Commander?
Can get them in aura range, but gives line of sight. I think I want to go here. And hope that we have decent range here. Oh no! No LOS. Thought we could LOS over this ridge, but we can't. Feels bad. Okay.
Ready for orders.
Let's get closer and kill this thing. Hopefully from there. Lineholder has been a fucking kick-ass mech. Nice.
Mech destroyed.
Something I can do. Roger that.
SRM upgrade does feel very good. Alright, we've got 60% on the Stinger. I don't even know how this guy is still alive. Alternatively, we're massively overheating here. I think I'd rather take some slightly cooler shots here, maybe. Didn't kill him. Feels bad. Okay.
Solid connection announced.
Hello, BTS. All right. Another interesting map. I like the map variety so far. It's a different fight. Like coming over the rim with 8 mechs able to shoot you is scary. Not engaging them with their massive amounts of LRM is doing damage. Getting the Artemis off the field was kind of a big deal. That thing was hitting super hard for AoE damage. I would like the ability to tweak my loadout a bit more. Hopefully soon. Still LRM spamming me annoyingly. Alright.
Ready. Position confirmed. Took a hard hit there. Standing by.
Alright, I guess we're gonna LRM this guy. Dude, our MRM is jammed, unfortunately. Not sure either of these matter positionally.
I copy.
Good enough.
Vehicle killed.
Alright, can we get PPC site anywhere? We have PPC site on the Stinger, apparently. 22%. Blocked LOS there. Feels unlikely we're going to get better Oh, I think we just take this.
All weapons are go.
Okay.
Confirm. Yeah.
All right. Can get a side shot there. Can sprint into fire, near fire, and get much closer. It's gonna be a huge accuracy boost. Don't think that is though. I think that is the equivalent of 2 further. Let's move to there. See what our shots are like. Do not need a lot to kill this guy.
All weapons
We need more than that.
critical hit.
Okay.
Can heat damage.
God, this guy is... He's just like... He's an angry Torso at this point.
Yes, Commander. Awesome. Got a lock.
How's it going?
Yeah, LOS to shoot him from here.
Yes, I'm there. Roger.
Okay.
Hostile eliminated.
I think that's it.
On ice.
Okay.
Mission successful.
So that initial Artemis and LRM spam did a lot of damage to some of our smaller mechs. We managed to avoid any structural damage, but took a fair amount of armor damage here. The new SRM upgrade seems great. It's basically giving us that rocket every single round, which is nice. All right. Payout of 212k, which is great. We need that. 4 kills on the line holder, 1 on the hunchback, 1 on everybody else. We've got a kill with that. This doesn't add up to 8 though, so I don't know where the last kill went. All right. Blackjack salvage parts times 1. Light Gauss rifles. That's an interesting amount of damage. 50. On a 12-ton high damage, low range weapons. Volatile. LRM 10 Delta. Doesn't say it has increased. Well, let's see. It does increase with support. Blah 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 blah. Okay. LRM 15 there. Small lasers, some cockpit nonsense. Smalls and basics. Engine cores, but nothing of a large size. I need a 275 engine core. A couple standards. Need double heat sinks, no double heat sinks. Sensor basic. A lot of garbage here. I probably will take the blackjack portion. We only get 2 loot things. Oh, awkward. Okay. Kind of think I'm on the light Gauss. It's worth 480k. The only other thing I really would want would be the engine core. I don't really want that. It's worth 1 million. I mean, I want it, but I don't want to take it as a roll. I think I'm going to take the weapon. It's urban mechs and stingers galore. I didn't even know there was a stinger. I don't remember killing a stinger, but apparently we did. Okay. Is there ammo there? I don't think so. All right. Okay, urban mech, blackjack, stinger, urban mech, LRM, standard fusion. This is, I mean, whatever. Yeah. We are going to have a couple days before we can get out there again. We got to get this